What is up, everybody? It is Hobbs here, and I am on a new phone. And sorry if I've not been responding to videos or commenting. I'm trying to get to everybody. It's been a trying couple days here, and well, we're going to make it work. So I have a brand new phone, and just to give you an update here, I do have a doctor appointment coming up tomorrow. Actually, believe it, on Friday. So if you don't see me uploading on Friday till later in the evening, probably because I have that appointment. So anyways, let's get right down to it. The horror man, Joe, has accompanied Jason, Horrific Nightmares JM, on this top 20 for 20 list. We are doing 80s horror. I couldn't pass up on this one because statistically this is my favorite year for horror. So let's get right into it at number 20. Number 20 is Phantasm 2. I know a lot of people had this much higher on their list. It's all good. It just wasn't my absolute favorite in the series, although I did enjoy Phantasm 2. So, Phantasm 2 is number 20. Coming in at 19, we have Christine. Christine is a fantastic film. I have yet to watch this 4K release, but hopefully I'll get to it sooner than later. Coming in at number 18, we have Puppet Master. This movie scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. I remember my father renting it, hence the reason why I got into horror. And man, Blade just scared the crap out of me. Puppet Master. Coming in at number 17, we have Creepshow. How can you go wrong with Creepshow? Absolute blast. I don't think there's ever been a day in my life where I ever had a bad thing to say about those movies. All of them, all of the Creepshow films. So that is number 17, Creepshow. Number 16, Children from the Corn. How can you go wrong with Children of the Corn? An absolute classic. Children of the Corn. Coming in at number 15, we have Dolls. I know this was high on the Horror Man's list. This movie is fantastic. Dolls. Okay, coming in at number 14, we have Hellraiser. The Clive Barker engine, Hellraiser. Coming in at number 13. I could just not put it on the list, guys. I know some people consider it a horror comedy. Some people consider it a horror movie. Gremlins. That's right, Gremlins. Coming in at number 11, we have Night of the Creeps. Thrill Me. Night of the Creeps. I remember when this release came out and I was thinking to myself, man, I hope they do a Blu-ray. Not even, I would say, probably 2 weeks later, I ended up getting the Blu-ray. This is a signed copy. Getting close to the number 10, guys. Getting close to those number 10s. So, number 11, we have The Shining. The Shining, fantastic film. What can you say bad about The Shining, right? The Shining, I feel, is the way the horror movies should be made, in my opinion. And I've yet to watch Doctor Sleep. I'm ashamed to say that. Coming in at number 10, we have Friday the 13th, Part 2. I agree with the boys. Just maybe not as high as them as far as their level of pick on this. Friday the 13th, Part 2. That is pure horror at its best. Coming in at number 9, we have Fright Night. I know Brad doesn't like this one here, but you know, if you guys have seen this and you enjoy it, then you know why we all like it. We have Fright Night. I really can't say anything about 80s horror without mentioning Fright Night. Next up, we have Predator. Predator, how can you ever go wrong with this movie? If you guys have ever seen any of my videos about the Predator, he scares the absolute crap out of me. Even when I was a kid, just undauntingly, just freaked me out. Nightmares, that's how bad the Predator freaked me out. Okay, coming in at number 6, Halloween 4. Halloween 4, yes, that is signed. Danielle Harris. Halloween 4. Alright, we have eclipsed. We are at our top 5. Coming in at number 5, we have Child's Play. Another one that gave me nightmares. Again, I was 6 to 7 years old when these came out. Can you imagine being a kid back then? And Chucky came out? Hell yeah. Coming in at number 4, Return of the Living Dead. One of my favorite zombie films of all time. Yes, people consider it a horror comedy. It's all good. It's still horror. It's still 80s horror, and I fucking love it. Coming in at number 3, we have Evil Dead. I can't say anything that you guys don't already know about Evil Dead. In my opinion, it's perfection when it comes to horror films. You know, it's gory, it's fun, it's out in the woods. I mean, Evil Dead is, in my opinion, a perfect horror film. Number 2. Those that know me know this is going to be a close one. The Lost Boys. I still believe, that's right, The Lost Boys. That is my second favorite from the 80s. Funny story, and I hope you guys are still tuning in at this point. My mother got me into this movie before I even got a chance to see it, and I was older. So I was like 6 years old, and I remember my mother having noodles. She was having a spaghetti or something, and she goes, "Josh, they're maggots. They're maggots." To this day, I never understood what the hell she was talking about. But then I realized she's talking about the fucking Lost Boys movies. So, sorry for the cursing, guys. It's been a rough couple days. So, my all-time favorite horror film from the 80s. Those of you that know me will know this is my favorite. It is my favorite franchise. Not my favorite horror movie, but my favorite franchise of all time. That is A Nightmare on Elm Street. That is signed by Robert Englund, and I remember watching this movie countless times in my life, watching this with my family. My uncle had a hat just like Freddy Krueger, and he would come over and visit us, and he scared us one day, knocked on the door with a Freddy cap on. Man, that was freaky. So that is my top number 1 is A Nightmare on Elm Street. Look at that, guys. Top to bottom. Well, folks, this is Hobbs Horror. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Catch up with you later. Peace.